If you were to bring some food offerings for Heart and Mart on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
If you could feed my animals for me because I forgot to go and get cat food from the store, please.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild?
Yes.
Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Yes, please put everything in the little keyhole behind me. That's my, basically the trunk.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
What building?
So, was that everybody?
I guess.
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Setaria.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Setaria face her problems. If we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers, she would definitely be weary of us, and we may not get anywhere. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different. You mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to?
Hell yeah.
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply that they've already converted to the faith of the Scarlet King. And then convey our made-up will of the Scarlet King.
So we're going to lie. There she is.
Oh, here she comes. Setaria is here. Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them.
You say this so casually. How are you a god? Here we go. Wing, wing. Wow.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook.
I'd be tripping balls already.
Could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work?
How are you?
I
Time
really
on.
just want to get it
Back
over
the fuck
with.
up. Fuck. Is it the gods have spoken or the gods have spoken? Is it they spoken or I don't even know, so I'm just gonna eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
The gods are asking.
For you to quit, leave Sumeru, leave, run away.
Setaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. Oh, the gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness.
Divine forgiveness.
I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Bye.
Wait! Well done. Setaria didn't seem to
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Akademiya or the Scarlet King? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Akademiya.
Hell yeah.
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of the Scarlet King?
No, I am the Scarlet King. Look at me.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
Setaria, I'm sorry, but I need to take this thing real quick.
Come on! Setaria's already started talking with Shishan.
I was stealing that little girl's fortune. But
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately?
Your hair.
Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
No, I've been studying all my time in the attic.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
It's because you just told me.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Jishan, don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well.
No, this one is actually Jesus Christ.
In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects.
Please, please stop!
Even now, Setaria's still trying to run from her problems. Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards. What should we do?
There's someone possessing everyone. I need them out of here now.
This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matcha right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Too bad. I don't want to.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Or...
Miss Setaria, nothing is impossible. You must face the truth, Setaria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The
No,
one
I'm
who
not sure
still
about that
can't
one. I don't know if
pick a
that checks
side?
out.
You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Setaria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of the Scarlet King. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the Sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland.
I am sorry, my mentor. I have failed you.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of the Scarlet King? Or are you the god himself?
Who knows?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
Burn Sumeru.
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
Everything.
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zeru's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project.
To fight against the Academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see... let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The Academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
All right, I trust you.
Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Setaria's mission to go off without a hitch.
Yeah.
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars? No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
Hello there. It's me.
Oh, it's you.
Hi.
Perhaps you have come just to see me?
Well, of course. Good morning.
Good morning. Even such a trivial interaction fills me with motivation. Amazing.
Yeah. It's called gratitude. Now leave. Or Nahida, it's me. I'm ready. Let's execute the destruction of Sumeru.
Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
So let's just call her Kathy.
Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world. Yep,
But you're...
exactly, just what Paimon was thinking.
But, I mean, how if... No, because if you're controlling the people through the Akasha, wouldn't they technically know that you're controlling people through the Akasha?
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard.
Don't you feel like something is off?
Off? What do you feel is off?
It's just too quiet.
It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet. You're not getting paranoid, are you?
Compared to Inazuma, I mean, this place should be active.
No, I think she's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets.
I don't see anyone.
I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though.
They're all dead.
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned. Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
Why do I literally have anxiety coursing through my body? This is a game. What the fuck is going on here? What's going on?
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
It's a trap.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
A fucking Fatui Harbinger?
If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people. Leave now. You need to get out of here. What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here!
You're gone.
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru! Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.